Good morning, hummingbird lovers. It's Aaron Miller. We're here at the Jardín Botánica de Puerto Vallarta, or the Puerto Vallarta Botanical Gardens. We're going to have a walk around and see if we can see some hummingbirds. In fact, as we were getting out of the car, we saw one just over here. At first sight, it looked like a hermit of some sort, maybe a long-tailed hermit. Hope to see some hummingbirds, and I'm hoping to share with you what kind of hummingbirds you can see in and around Puerto Vallarta at the Botanical Gardens. There's also some others where we're living, about an hour north of Puerto Vallarta. We've been here 15-20 minutes now, and this is literally hummingbird heaven, everyone. If you're ever in the area of Puerto Vallarta, I highly recommend you drive to the Botanical Gardens if you want to see hummingbirds. I think we've seen 4 different species of hummingbirds so far, at least 2 of which I've never seen before. There's probably several more. So above expectations so far, I would say. The time of year that we're visiting the Vallarta Botanical Gardens is late May, early June 2022. Just wanted to run through some of the species that we're seeing up here right now. Those include the cinnamon hummingbird, the berry line, the plain-capped starthroat, the long-billed hermit, the golden-crowned emerald, sparkling-tailed wood star. Some of the other species that are available to see here, we haven't seen them yet, and they may be available seasonally, are the ruby-throat hummingbird. If you're ever wondering where your ruby-throats go to spend some of their winter, well, a number of them winter here. The lucifer hummingbird, the black-chin, the bumblebee, violet-crowned. The gardens here are extremely beautiful, very different from the time we walked through the Bouchard Gardens in Victoria, Canada. You can see that video on our channel here. This garden here, grown in a tropical climate, gives them just a whole different variety of flowers and plants that they can grow. And it's quite an incredible sight. I don't know, what do you think? Is there hummingbirds around here? Seems like a focal part of the decor. This is a unique fact about this area, is that this is one of the wintering locales, Puerto Vallarta area, for hummingbirds that are commonly found in the US. That being the ruby throat, which you can see on the wall here. This girl here. Or guy here, I should say. That's the girl there. And then there's also calliope depicted here, or calliope, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And that would be here. We have not seen any calliope here. I believe they're all up in the US and British Columbia, Southern Canada area, as we are filming this in the last week of May. All right, my hummingbird friends, how many species can you identify depicted on this wall here? Leave them in comments below if you recognize some of the hummingbird paintings that you see on the walls here. If you're a hummingbird lover and all you've had the blessing of seeing is primarily the species that are living in the United States, consider a trip to Puerto Vallarta. Head out of town a little bit to the Botanical Gardens, and you're virtually guaranteed to see a number of species that are exotic and that you've never seen before. We're sure glad we did. If you ever do come to the Puerto Vallarta Botanical Gardens, there's a hike towards the back and side of the property called the Jaguar Trail, and it comes by this river here where we are now, and we've seen several hummingbirds working these trees right above us and across the other side on the river. We've been spending the last 5 minutes or so watching a few hummingbirds work these. They look like cotton balls to the naked eye, but when you look at them really close or through binoculars, they're white blossoms on this massive tree. and the hummingbirds have been very attracted to it. So there's been a lot of action here. If we had better camera equipment, we'd be able to show you them a lot closer and maybe even identify them. But rest assured, if you do come here with good equipment, you'll be able to film quite a few different hummingbirds. And this is the middle of the day even. I should mention we're filming this in about the 3rd week of May in 2022. They have their Hummingbird Festival in the 1st week of June, so we should be approaching high season for hummingbirds in this area pretty quick, if not right now. And there have been tons here.